That's just how I'm living. That's just how
Hey y'all, this is All of Destiny, and in this video I will be sharing with you all of the details about this curly hair that I've been wearing. The hair that I'm wearing is from Premier Lace Wigs. I'm going to go ahead and give you all of the specs first before we get into the video, and I do have them just nicely printed out on this sheet of paper that Premier Lace Wigs did provide. This wig is from PremierLaceWigs.com. This is the Sexy Curls Atomic 360 Lace Wig. The SKU number is 360LW11. Hair type is Brazilian virgin hair. The length is 20 inches. Color is natural. The size is medium. 150% thick wig density, and the hairline is pre-plucked. And I will leave extra details about Premier Lace Wigs down below, as well as links to where you can purchase this hair on their website if you're interested. So this video is going to be sponsored by Premier Lace Wigs. A lot of you all were asking me about it on Instagram and Twitter, so this is that video. I love curly hair because it's so much more effortless than actually having to blow dry and flat iron, all the things that's required with straight hair. So after trying on my wig the first time, that's when I go ahead and cut off all of the lace around, and then I'm going to apply the wig back to my head so that we can measure for the elastic band. And the way that I know that my wig is centered on my head is by using that comb in the back as a guide. As long as that's centered, I know my entire wig is centered. Then I'm going to go ahead and locate my ear tabs, and I'm going to use my thumbs, just sliding it up under the wig, and also keeping my thumbs in those positions as I take off the wig. You can mark it with a Sharpie or something, but that just lets you know ear to ear where you need to sew the elastic band. Next up, you're going to go ahead and take your elastic, and now we're going to measure ear to ear. Oh, whoa, look at those naps. Oh, so I didn't really realize that was there until after I filmed this footage. Yeah, I could have re-recorded it, but I didn't have any more elastic to even do that. So then it became, do I throw this footage out, or should I teach them how to go ahead and sew on the elastic band? So yeah, here we are. But if you want to see what my braids look like when they're all fresh and neat and thriving, definitely check out that video. It'll be in the description box below. So stretch out that elastic, measure it ear to ear to make sure that it matches your own head measurements, and then you can sew the edge of the band to each side of your lace, pretty much from ear to ear inside of the wig. That's going to give you your extra added security and all of those things. What else? Oh, also the adjustable straps in the back, kind of adjust those, and it'll help to keep your wig nice and tight in the back as well. Disclaimer, I don't wear a hair scarf under my wig. I was just trying to flatten my hair down in the front. So yeah, just trying to get this wig positioned onto my head first. Since my elastic band was measured perfectly to the size of my head, I don't really have to worry about going this down if I don't want to. Measure your elastic band properly to your head. Go ahead and decide where I want my part. I did not bleach the knots on this wig. Since it came pre-plucked, I also did not do any extra plucking as far as removing hair in the front to make it look more realistic. I did add in a few back hairs. Go ahead and define my part while my hair is wet, but I want it to be a little curved. We're going to do what I like to call, or not even what I like to call, my little sister BOON said this on her Instagram yesterday. She was talking about how nice her edges look, like on the side that was exposed where her part was, but with all of this hanging over the face, she was just saying that really we're not going to worry about this side, only the part that you can see. Fake fleek, okay? Something she said. I guess I shouldn't incorrectly quote her. So I did make a few baby hairs. Go ahead and pull those back out. Take some of my Softee Silky Shine Olive Oil Gel and use that to go ahead and lay down the edges in the front. And the way that I made the baby hairs was just grab some of the hair in the front and then just cut it shorter using my razor. With this technique, I haven't really been sealing this wig down in a way to where I would keep it on overnight. I may have only slept in this wig once overnight, but with it being curly hair, I don't really like to sleep in it. Remove it each night and then just reapply it with the same technique each morning, which is like super quick. So the only thing that wouldn't stay is this little flap here. If you want to push that behind your ear, which I do like to do sometimes, I'll show you all how we kind of finesse that a little bit. Take some of my Got2bGlued Blasting Freeze spray. Let's spray that along this section. It's going to kind of help to hold the hair the same way it would if we did the entire step of using the Got2bGlued, except we get to skip that this time around. I don't have on my makeup yet because I want to do that next. I want to get my hair in place before I want this to kind of set in place. Since we're not gluing it down, this is enough to hold the edges for the time being. So as far as this side piece right here goes, I feel that if a person has curly hair, that their edges wouldn't really be super short. It would kind of be longer than your standard little edge on the side. So I left this kind of long. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. It was just something fun that I did to fake and pretend that we've laid this thing all over. The only part that I'm concerned with is the part that's very close to the part here in the front. Just like to take out some of this hair. I use my brush to lay that edge in place as well. I'm just alternating with my comb just to lay that a little further. Okay. Take a hair scarf and just tie this down while we begin to just style the rest of the hair. So we're just going to split the hair down the middle, kind of like so. Just proceed to adding in the products and I'm pretty much done. That's what I like about curly hair, like it's way quicker than having to blow dry and flat iron and really get the hair nice and silky and sleek and straight. Compared to curly hair, it's just kind of more effortless. Soak the hair up. Not soak it because I did just wash it, but just wet enough to where we can apply the products and define the curls more. The products that I'll be using in this hair is really only 2 products. These belong to my sister Dominique because she does have natural hair. So the first one is Delacro's Coconut Cream. It's just a curl defining cream. And I just take a good amount of this because this is a lot of hair. I'm trying to get all the hair in the frame. I'm just going to work this into the hair. See that the curls are starting to form a little bit. I take some of the Cantu Shea Butter for Natural Hair Define and Shine Custard, about this much, to lay that on top of what we just applied. Pretty much run my fingers through it just to define the curls. I'm going to go ahead and take my dimming brush and you'll see that the curls are going to begin to form even more. Focus on getting this front part flat. That way your part is super defined while the hair is already wet. And this dimming brush just pretty much helps me to distribute all the products that I just applied throughout the hair all over. If I feel that I need to add any more products, I would just do that at this time. And in that small amount of time, you can see that the edges have definitely set into place. And it looks as if we used Got2bGlued Gel and everything to lay our edges, but we know that we didn't. This is the difference, the side that we have styled with the side that we have not yet styled. Go ahead and repeat that same process on this side. Fill the curls. And make sure that you're getting the areas underneath as well, not just the hair that's on top, because when it dries, you want to make sure that the curls are defined all over and not really just on top, but then frizzy underneath. So as far as this top, y'all probably like, you can't see my part or anything. Since I've already done so many videos on my channel to where I go ahead and bleach the knots, I didn't want to mess with that. That way at home, you all will have an idea of, hey, if I ordered this wig and it already comes pre-plucked, would I have to do any extra work? I just kind of laid this part that's showing. Honestly, nobody's gonna touch my hair and be like, oh, we know you didn't lay that side. Like, I can still pull this behind my ear if I would like, just because of the way we laid it. And it looks great. Like, I can spend more time on it just for the purpose of the video. You all kind of get the idea. So this is what the part looks like right now. It's alright. It could be a little better. So since we didn't pluck or tweeze or do any tinting to the lace, which will definitely be more of a longer lasting result, we're just going to take some pressed powder and a small brush and just work that into the part. This doesn't have to be done with expensive makeup. Just definitely use whatever you have. And this will just help to bring out that area even more. So yeah, for the beginners, this is an alternative method for you. So this is pretty much what that looks like. I'll let the hair kind of air dry like this. You can choose to use a blow dry with a diffuser, which I do have one of those. Just want to give you all a quicker way of just trying to get my wig on and still make it look presentable. Just kind of ordering a pre-plucked wig, putting a little concealer in there. You know, pick which way you would prefer. And a little different for those of you that want to skip all of those steps, which I have seen some of you say in the comment section. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do my makeup and I'll come back. So after allowing the hair to dry, this is pretty much what it looks like. If you want to keep the hair wet throughout the day, then just wet the hair with some water. It definitely dries nice and full and the curls are still very nice and in place. Again, this is 20 inches. This is where the hair comes on me. It doesn't really have a smell or anything like that to it. For this video, I just want you all to get the general idea of not having to do too much to a wig just to make it wearable for you. So I will leave videos down below as far as bleaching the knots, tinting the lace, and maybe like plucking and things like that. But for my beginners out there that are trying to get into wearing wigs, and you say, okay, I want to start wearing wigs, but I can't really start off plucking, bleaching the knots, and tinting the lace right away. I definitely want to give you all a different alternative for a way to still make your wig wearable and as natural looking as possible for what a wig can be. I hope that you all found this video helpful. Also, if you do like my makeup, I do have a separate makeup tutorial coming. I wanted to combine the hair and makeup, but me being me, I know that I was going to talk way too much to combine the two. Definitely check that description box below to see how I did my makeup, like so. Ooh, they rhyme. Okay, let me go before I get weird. I did review one of their curly wigs back during the summertime when I left to go to Minnesota for the 4th of July. I'll leave that video down below if you all are interested. I like the hair. I kind of shampoo and condition the hair to maintain it. And that was all that was done off camera before filming this video. My sister BOON, she just recently uploaded part of her 3-part series, and so I just followed her method to wash this hair. So I'll leave that video down below for you all to check that out. If you want to go ahead and glue your wig down along the entire front, I will leave my video down below showing you all how I do that. But with curly wigs, since I remove them each night, which is held in place, but it's easy to remove these each night and then just reapply it, in my opinion. If you want to sleep in your wig, you can definitely do that as well. I do sleep in my wigs, just not my curly ones. Also, get connected with me on Instagram and Twitter if you are not already, because I'm always on there like every day. Questions and comments, be sure to leave all of that down below. And as always, I thank you all so much for watching.